Hello everybody and welcome to season 4 episode 15 of the KCCA TV show, and this is quite a special episode because we're outdoors like it was last week. Remember last week we were outdoors, and this particular one we had the Ultimate Fitness Kampala, and they're the guys that have hosted us for this particular episode. And for this one, football meets cricket, because one of our stars met the captain of the cricket national team, that is for Uganda. And also not forgetting the fan zone, because the fans launched the membership card. For this week, we'll be getting to know the benefits and also why every KCCA fan should own that membership card. And of course, the player challenges, because for this particular one, the winning player will go home with something. Guys, it's season 4, episode 15 of the KCCA TV show. My name is Magero Moses Mwanje. You and I are definitely walking this journey together. Now, to start it off with football meets cricket, I told you that the captain of KCCA, Benjamin Ochan, together with the KCCA TV crew, invaded the Lugogo Cricket Oval and got the captain of the Cricket Uganda national team, the captain from training, that is Brian Masaba, and had a candid interview with him, that is Benja having a candid interview with Brian. Both are captains, Benja captain for KCCA, Brian captain for the Uganda Cricket national team. And just to get to know the similarities and the variations, that is when it gets down to football and cricket. Ladies and gentlemen, I know most of you will be yearning to get to know what are the similarities and the variations for this one. So here's Benjamin and Brian having this kind of interview. Enjoy this.
Brad,
welcome
nice
to the cricket
again.
ground. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
It was nice seeing you that day.
It was a pleasure seeing you guys.
It was good you guys won. Close game.
Huh? It was a tight one for us, but at home we always win at home. We are KCCA.
On the Astra. Everyone complains about the Astra turf.
Yeah.
So welcome to cricket ground.
Thank you, man.
As you can see, the boys are in action. Practice game. This is a typical week.
Okay.
So Monday it's practice, strength and conditioning.
Okay.
Tuesday we play games.
Okay.
Wednesday strength and conditioning again. Thursday we play. And then Friday we're off. Then weekend is for league.
Okay. It's more or less our program. For us, Monday, because since we played on Friday or Saturday, so Sundays we are off. Monday we have to load again, depending on the fixture. If we are playing a game on over the weekend again, it's work Monday, work Tuesday. We try to take it down a bit from Wednesday. We play practice game on Wednesday, then down, last training Friday. Then we go into the game.
Okay.
So it's more or less the same routines.
Okay, so a heavy workload like that, how do you guys how do you treat recovery?
It depends.
Recovery for you guys?
It depends on if you play on Saturday, for example. It depends on the intensity in the game. Sometimes manager tells us to come on Sunday and we do icing. We do icing and massaging.
Ice bath,
yes.
The worst.
You don't like it?
No one likes ice bath.
We also have to do it. We don't like it.
We have to do it, but we don't like it.
So we do icing. It depends. It actually depends on our next fixtures, because sometimes we play weekend, midweek. But if you have 7 days, Sundays are off. Ice bath is a must. If we don't do it on Sunday, we do it on Monday. Then follow the same routine to the next game. So it's sports. We are sports people. Those are some of the things you have to cope with. So, Brad, how much do you know about football?
I know quite a bit about football, actually. I have a footballing background. My dad played football back then. He played for Coffee FC back then.
I heard of
Coffee FC in Bale Heroes. So growing up, it was football for me. You know,
with that
I'm getting to that. Growing up, it was football. I grew up a bit in Mbale. Then I joined in DJSS. Then S2, in my S2, I discovered cricket. I happened to be good at it. Obviously, football, lots of people played football. So it was very, very tough to get onto the school teams and things like that. Cricket had a bit more opportunity. I mean, these guys used to go out every weekend. That's what attracted me initially. They would go out of school every weekend. That's a big thing in school, sitting on the bus and going out. You know, so I started playing cricket, but I didn't abandon football. I played football S5, S6, up to post-primaries level.
Wow.
You know, so football has always been that first love, and that hasn't gone away.
It should. I can see you have a ball in your hands.
Incidentally, I was a goalkeeper as well. You know. So, just know on Saturday I was watching very closely. It's always been my passion.
But with this background, how come you didn't try to juggle both cricket and football? Because your dad was a football person, and you say you have a lot of football in you. I can see you have the ball in your hands.
Yeah, it was.
We should sign you at KCCA.
It's sports in Uganda is tough.
True.
Playing one sport is tough enough. You have to make lots of sacrifices. It's not one of those things you can just play sports. Especially when you're starting out, you have to either you're working or you're studying. You have to. You always have one eye on doing something else. So it was always tough like that. So it was always going to be tough for me to play ball. Especially at a higher level where you got to commit. So I committed to cricket, and that's where I ended up.
The most important thing is about enjoyment. If you enjoy yourself with cricket, then it's about.
But once in a while, we're always playing football in our warm-ups.
Okay.
So when the opportunity comes, I take
in
it
your warm-ups.
Yeah, we play football.
You should also be friendly with us.
We must come
You should. You come, we hit you 20, you come also and hit us here. Because I know...
That is fair enough. That's it. We can do that actually. We'll come to your ground. No, but your ground you guys have from advantage. We'll play here.
Trust me, if it's football,
we might have a chance.
If it's football, we'll hit you. It's a better pitch compared to the most of the pitches we play here in Uganda. Like you said, football, I mean, sports in Uganda faces the same challenges.
Tough,
it's really, when it comes to playing surfaces, I think we have the best. The best playing turf, and it's artificial. Same as Vipers here, but most I shouldn't call them stadiums. It's more of the katakas. So if we come here, trust me, Brad, you'll be in for a beating.
Well, we might surprise you guys. But speaking of facilities, you've talked about the Philip Omondi Stadium being one of the best in Uganda. How important is that in terms of development of players, in terms of development of the league, development of players for the national team? How important are facilities?
I think, man, generally in this country, we are lagging behind when it comes to sports. If you have a better facility, it means you will have good quality of players that come through the lines. You don't expect a player from Kataka to be at the same level with a player who's at Liverpool or Manchester or South Africa. So if you have better facilities, these boys, first of all, will enjoy. You come in a good structure, a professional structure. Your development path is I mean, if you have good facilities, your development path is clear. So it will help you come through the lines. If you make it to the top, rubbing shoulders with the top guns on the continent, or even when you go overseas, it will be easy to adjust. I think facilities are really affected, not only football, but all these sports in the country. In football, for example, KCC in the recent years has been able to sell some players out there. So some of them don't tend to stay there for a long time because I think it's about adaptation, adjusting to these
It's a different environment.
It's a different environment. So I think it all comes back to, it hits us back.
It does.
Not only with football, I'm sure with cricket you have the same challenges. A few days back, there was this thing on Twitter about your facility here being scheduled more for events than the game. So
it's a tough one. It's frustrating to not be able to have your ground when you need it.
You can imagine.
It's a cricket ground, but we hardly get use for it. I mean, we hardly get use of it because it's being used for other things. But also more than that, it's not just about the aftermath of what happens after the shows. There's always lots of equipment left in the ground, broken glasses. So it compromises the safety of the players when they come here to play. But these are decisions that are made at levels that are above us. It's something that's out of our control. So you can only just hope that the people that matter, people that have the power to actually make the change, can come through and do that, because I think sports is underappreciated as an industry. True. We need. I mean, the world has moved on. It's moving much faster than us. Everyone else has embraced it. Everyone knows it's the fastest growing industry in the world. And we are lagging behind as Uganda.
I see
decision makers that need to do that.
I see a cricket president with what you just said.
I don't know if I can manage the politics up there.
No, it's not about politics. It's about, like, man, it's sports to help sports. I think if the people who are up there who are into sports, if really cared about developing sports, man, half of Uganda's problems will be solved, because the youth will be catered for. They're into sports. The structures are professional. They can if they're really good, they can earn a living through the talents God has given them.
Yeah.
So I think if sports people get into the various sports and develop it, people have scars for the sport.
Yeah.
They have love and passion for it. They won't let you. I'm sure if you are president of cricket, you will not allow such.
No way.
For example, national team is playing here and the pitch is booked.
If you've been there's no way you could allow it.
I mean,
and I'm glad you mentioned that because, like you said, a lot of people still look at sport as just leisure. You know, they think it's about staying fit or we're just having fun. So they're ignoring the business side of it.
True.
Right? They're ignoring the business side of it. Sports, I think, employs more people than any other industry in the world.
Of course.
Because it's not just about the guys that are playing. It's got the coaches, it's got the fitness guys, it's got the nutritionists, psychologists, it's got the ground staff. You know, it's got, I mean, the business side of the thing, the guys doing the media. It's such a big employer that
these guys doing the media.
Yeah, it would solve half of our unemployment problem.
Man, I don't want to sound political, but I think it has to start from up there. I think in Uganda, sports should be given a ministry on its own.
Yeah.
In that way, they will give it optimal attention. You know, you look at cricket, what are the challenges that cricket is facing? What are the challenges that football is facing? Rugby, basketball. But if sports is under education, it means it's a small thing there and nobody pays attention. And
you know, obviously as athletes, we want to stay out of the political side of things. But unfortunately, the political decisions affect us directly. You know, so once in a while, we've got to be able to you know, say things as they are. And like I said, the change must start at the top. I mean, the policy must change regarding sports in the country because that's the only way we'll get the corporate sector interested in actually investing. Because if the policy remains the same, then there's no returns on investment for them, and so it becomes difficult for them as well.
But hey, Bran, you can start with us. We can tell these guys who are watching us, maybe they know somebody. The two captains here, KCC, Bran here. Please pay more attention onto sports, the different disciplines. Also push for a sports ministry. You know,
it's important because you know we're not just thinking about current. We're thinking about the next generation because we've got to try and make things better for the guys that come after us. And if we can leave a better legacy than we found, then you know maybe the country can start improving also, and we can leave it in a better place.
Lucky for us at KCC, we have our own facility. It's football. It's us first. It's priority. KCC, a football club, and how I wish other clubs also pick a leaf. You know, not only clubs, not only football clubs, but other disciplines. If there are many rich people out there who really love sports, who are into cricket, if they started up facilities like KCC is government, I understand, but if they started up facilities that are strictly for sports, there will not be issues here that. No offense about these concerts happening, but the sport should be given priority. If the national team, for example, you guys are training here, there is nothing like Chameleon is going to have a show, Bebe Cool or anybody here. It's sports. Because, man, sports has grown. If you look at these other countries, we are, I don't know, we are way back. But
it's,
anyway.
Now that you mention it, actually, so you know, even in other countries, the sports venues are used for commercial purposes, so to speak. They host shows and things like that. But it's important how it's handled because those venues, first of all, if there's a sports event, then you know the commercial part will have to wait. Secondly, is how is the ground taken care of while that is happening and afterward. You know?
I've already seen. I've already seen on TV these cricket pitches. When they're going to have these are the events, I see like something like
so they take care of the pitch. Either they cover the outfield, the wicket is covered, and you know they make sure there is no damage happening to. So the sport doesn't suffer at the expense of the concert or whatever is happening on the ground. You know, so it's important how it's handled. Because at the end of the day, you don't want the sport to be affected because it takes first priority.
How is it tough for cricket?
So generally it's.
I'm saying how the artificial turf.
The artificial turf
for cricket.
I don't think we have one here in Uganda yet.
But I mean, can cricket be played on artificial turf?
Yes, it can. There's countries that hardly have any grass and they're playing cricket in them. So they've got, some countries have what they call drop-in pitches. So when anything else is happening at the ground, they take the wicket out and move it. And then that happens, and then afterwards they drop it back in. You know, so again, it's about how it's handled.
Again, I'm sounding political. National Council of Sports or cricket should have those covering at least, so that you guys don't have these bottle cards and all the things to make the facility a bit better for you guys.
Yeah, but again, it's a money question at the end of the day, and again that brings us back to where we
have
started.
money in this country. there's a lot of money in this country.
Right, so
I think it's one of the things that Muhoozi should come through with when it comes with the youth programs and stuff, you know.
So, something we've admired a lot about KCCA is the route they've gone in terms of branding, image rights, you know, advertisements, you know, getting their players out there, because over the last few years, KCCA has made some money off, you know, selling players to foreign-based clubs. How important has that been for the team environment? You know, also letting the players know that they can make some money if they play well and take care of themselves. There's an opportunity to maybe go and play outside the country.
I think it's inspiration. Today, Allan Okello is back. He has a loan spell with the club, and when these youngsters see him, they're like, we can be like him. We can also make it to top ranks, because he's just here for alone. He's not our player. So he's a motivation, he's an inspiration to the youngsters when they look at him here, and his lifestyle and everything has changed compared to when he was still here. So when we have such figures in the team, I'm also here. I don't need to blow my trumpet.
No, you don't need to speak. What you've done speaks for you.
So it's an inspiration, really. So it's like, if we keep ourselves, if we work hard, if we do this, we can make it to the top. And the important thing is to pass it on, to leave a legacy. But Bran, it's been a pleasure hosting me here. Next time I'm going to come with my cricket gear.
You must.
It was nice. I'm sure the last win we got at home was because you guys were up there cheering.
So interesting, we've got quite a few guys that are lifelong KCCA fans. Frank Nsubuga, our longest serving player. He has played in 3 decades.
Really?
3 or 4 decades now.
I also see your coach, your assistant coach. He normally comes and watches a game.
Football as well.
Wow.
So Frank made his debut in 1996. He's our longest serving player, but he's a lifelong KCCA fan. He was very happy to come and watch you guys play.
Wow.
You know, and we will be happy to come and watch you guys play again.
I'm also going to push for a friendly. Cricket versus football. It's been nice for coming. Cheers. Thank you.
Well, there you have it, the captain of KCCA, Benjamin Ochan, having a candid interview with the captain of the Uganda cricket national team. That is Brian Masaba, and thank you very much, Brian, together with the cricket guys, allowing us to enter into your space, that is during training, and have this kind of talk with us. Now, something very special that I picked from this one, that, guys, did you know that a cricket game can go for 3 hours? That it can even spill over to the next day? I didn't know about this, but I got to know all this when football met cricket, and like I said, thank you very much, together with the entire cricket fraternity. These guys have been coming to watch all our games, and we shall really pay back, and I will tell you that the footballers from KCCFC will come down and watch the cricket games. Guys, we're going to be taking a break. When we return, so much, we have a player challenge where I told you that the winning player will be going home with something, not forgetting the fan zone, and a lot of club news. All this after the break. All right, we get to switch things a little bit up now into the fan zone, because for this week we had a huge milestone when it gets down to business for the KCCFC fans executive, because this week they launched the KCCFC membership card. Now, this event was live at the MTN Omondi Stadium, and various dignitaries were able to attend this. That is the KCCFC Vice Chairman, Mr. Agri Ashaba, alongside the KCCFC CEO, Anisha Shahir Mohozi, and the funds vice president, that is for the executive, for the funds leaders in Sophie Najemba, together with other people that are, people in KCCA, Tom, Matovu, and Adam, and very many others that were part of this. And basically, to launch that card that every KCCFC fan will be using as the official document that confirms you as the KCCFC fan. Now, this event happened at the MTN Omondi Stadium. Like they already say that pictures tell a better story. The KCCFC TV was there to get you this story and this content, and to get you all the exclusive content that you need in terms of knowing what the KCCFC membership card is all about. Now, in case you missed it, here is what exactly happened at the MTN Omondi Stadium as the fans leaders launched the KCCFC executive membership card for all the members.
This card, we have different tiers. This card is valid for 1 year, 1 calendar year, for those who are buying for who are renewing annually. Then we also looked at other categories. There are some colleagues of us who can manage to pay for 5 years. Someone can pay 80,000 for 5 years. Another person might be willing to pay for 10 years. So if someone is willing to pay for 10 years, that card is valid, is 150,000. And we have an interesting category. Someone would want to be a life member of a fan of KCCFC, and the cost for a life membership card is just 1 million Uganda shillings. There are 4 categories. The first category is the annual. It's valid for 1 year. That's from 1st January to 31st January. It's the calendar year. So it's the cost is 20,000. The second category is 5 years, and the cost is 80,000 Uganda shillings. The third category is the 10-year membership, and you get that membership at 150,000. And the last category is the lifetime member. You want to be a full-time member, a life member of KCCFC. You pay only 1 million Uganda shilling to be a life member. We've tried to make this card as accessible as possible. We have 3 channels. You can go to the KCCFC app. We have an app as KCCFC. So you just go to the app, look for membership, and follow the prompts. They are very, very clear and direct. You'll be able to enroll, and we shall pick up the rest from there. Or you can go to the KCCFC website, and there's a link that's there for registration. Just log into that link and follow directions. It's also as easy as possible. If you can't go to these 2, we have another option. KCCFC has a funds coordinator called Gloria. You just go to Google and talk to her, or you can call her on 0786 561673 during working hours. She will be able to guide and direct and support in each and every way possible to access this card. Okay, among the many benefits for this card, first of all, once you own a KCCFC membership card, you have a right to vote. We are voting very soon, so whoever owns a card will be eligible to vote. Once you own this card, you're eligible to stand for any KCCFC funds leadership position. We have a 4% discount on all club merchandise except a jersey. And then you have access to at least 1 training session in a season. We hold annual AGM meetings, and these are member-only meetings. So whoever has a membership card is eligible to attend. The club always has activities that are organized during the season or after the season, and these activities are only open to those with KCCFC membership cards. And last but not least, for one to own a card, you feel that you get that sense of belonging. You get that pride that this is my club, this is what. This shows you have proof that this is the club that I support. And as we go on, we are going to add more benefits so as to tailor-made to our different categories that we have. If you're coming to the club, we shall need just 1 e-passport photo. What does that mean? They just take your picture using a phone, or you send your picture on WhatsApp, and then your details. That's all you need, plus the membership fee that has been paid.
Thank you. The membership card is very different from the season ticket because for one to get a membership card, you are supposed to be a designated fan of KCCA. But a season ticket is open to anyone. A Villa fan can have a season ticket, an Express fan can have a season ticket. So that's why there is a very big distinction between the 2. Having a season ticket does not necessarily make you a member or a fan of KCCFC.
In light of the fact that membership is really about identity into a family, it brings you into a family that is like thinking, that has same values, cultures, ethos, for you to belong. So having a membership card is an identification of you being part of something that you share in communality with different people. Besides, and that for me is one of the primary objectives of membership, is that when you decide to become a member of an association, of a community, of a group, it automatically means that you've become affiliated to their values. And the values that we aspire as football fans of KCCA Football Club, we think that when you're part of us officially as a member, then you share them, but we can also build them around you. The second bit is that membership also gives you a say into how the affairs of the club are being run, and it gives a common voice to the leadership of the club.
All right, welcome back from that break. Like we told you, we have two of our stars, and they'll be taking part in something very simple. It's called the spelling bee. And on my immediate right, we have Allan Okello. On my immediate left, we have Mato. Who do you think is going to win this spelling bee challenge?
You ready?
Obviously, just number 22.
Just number 22. That's Rogers Mato.
But he told me you already gave me the trophy even before coming. Yeah.
Very simple. So, Rogers, in case Allan wins, what are you going to give him?
Fuel.
Fuel for his car.
Fuel for his car.
Okay. For a week, for a day?
Not for a week, for a day.
For a day. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So, guys, we have it, and all of them have accepted that whoever wins,
if I win, he has to give me
will be given
for a week.
No, it's a day. For example, the first question to you will be, let me say, I tell you to spell Allan Okello. So if you fail to spell that word, he spells it.
Yeah.
If he fails, then I give you the correct spelling. Are we good to go?
Yeah, we're good to go.
If you fail, he takes your points if he gets it. Remember, fuel is at stake here. Eh?
How many points are you giving out?
Every word you get correctly, 5.
To go.
You get 5.
And
if you pass...
What if you try?
There's nothing like trying. You either have it or not, okay? Good to go, guys?
Yeah.
The first question will go to Allan, calculator.
Calculator.
Yes, calculator. Very simple word, isn't it?
Come on, time out.
C.
Okay.
A. L. C. U. A. T. E.
T. E.
Yeah.
Wrong answer, calculator. This goes to Rogers.
C A L C U L A T O R.
He gets it right, and there we have it. That is 2.5 because that question or the word was for Allan. So because he passed it on, Rogers gets 2.5. Now the next question will go to Rogers, calendar.
Calendar.
Should be very easy, isn't it?
C-A-R.
Come on, sorry, I want to get you well.
Let's continue.
C-A-R-L-E-N-D-E-R.
Pass that to Allan, calendar.
C-A-L-E-N-D-E-R.
Wrong. By a word. Sorry, by a letter actually. The word calendar is C-A-L-E-N-D-A-R, not E.
Oh my
God. Allan, Facebook.
Facebook.
You might think it's very easy. Facebook.
F-A-C-E-B-O-O-K.
Okay, there he gets it. 5 points. Next one goes to Rogers, and it will be messenger.
Messenger.
Very easy.
M-E-L.
You said double M.
No.
A.
Okay.
M-E-S-S-A-N-G-E-R.
Effect.
You fail.
Yeah.
Okay. Rogers. Sorry, Allan.
M-E-S-S-E-N-D-E-R.
But that's what I spelled.
You said A. You said A after S.
Yeah, you said S-A. We'll ask another question. Sir, you.
Okay, because it's...
We'll ask another question, which is germinate.
Germinate.
Yes, germinate.
Germinate. It's G E R M I N A T E.
W.
All right, you guys it right. Germinate is like that. So the next question will go to Rogers. Instagram. And I've seen you're very ardent user of this app.
Instagram.
Yes.
N S T A G R A M.
Fantastic. There you have it. 7.5. It's a difference of 5. So the next question will be going to Mr. Allan. So this is your fourth question, right? Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. So we go. Photosynthesis.
Why don't you ask us? Why don't you ask about what is photosynthesis?
No.
I would give
Spell the word photosynthesis. You're setting your own question.
Okay. P.
Okay.
H.
Okay.
O.
All right.
T. O. S. Y. N. E. I. S.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
I was also surprised that it was done. Okay. Rogers, photosynthesis. No more.
H O T O S Y N T H.
What is T doing there in the
Go on. Go ahead.
Just tell him to stop.
Go ahead.
E S I S.
It's actually right. You know that?
T.
He's actually right. It is P H O T O
Yes.
S Y N then T H E S I S. Photosynthesis. Synthesis. So you get
See,
that's
you
the
have
time.
9.
Next question goes to Rogers. And you've heard about nimbus clouds. Spell the word nimbus. Nimbus.
Only Nimbus.
Yes. Nimbus clouds.
I don't bring out cloud. I speak, man. Speak up. Speak up. Why you?
I want to hear your voice.
Why you?
And you said it once.
Why once yet he said Netflix twice?
Okay.
And they
That's
cancelled
fantastic.
they cancelled the question.
Nimbus.
Okay.
Yeah.
N I M B U S.
My producer says is right, and that is 15.5.
Okay. Oh, 15.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
Now,
If it's 5 now,
now
that's
that's 15. Yes.
Yeah. If not, my
Very
Mato Rogers.
simple question. Podcast. Podcast.
WP.
Yeah. No, you see, it's confusing.
Yeah, no confusing. Yeah. Podcast.
P
Okay.
O D C A S T.
There he has it right. My producer says he's right, and that is 17.5. Okay, 17.5. Spell the word interview.
What is the
Interview.
We are already having an interview.
Interview. Yeah. I want to see if he's
But this guy is taking long.
N
Guys is giving you answer the question.
No, you said. What did
You said yeah.
Go ahead. No. You said it. Go ahead.
I'm
not
repeating.
I'm not going to allow this question.
Why?
Okay,
The guy
there's
even
one
told
referee here, so can we?
You give him black.
A yellow
You
card.
give you sorry, the
I should
shot.
give him the shot.
Yeah,
True.
for him to ask.
Can I give you my shot?
Okay, you go on. But I knew. They gave you the cue.
All right.
It's I N T E R V I E W.
They said
My producer,
interviewer.
is that okay?
Interviewer.
Said interview, and he gets it right. So the
But
last
this
question, so you're going to look straight into that camera for that very final question. And the final question will go to Allan. I'm going to ask you a football-related question. I want to ask you a football-related question. Am I going to go?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Spell the word rondos.
Oh.
Rondos.
Rondos.
You do this on a daily. So
Rondos. Ara. O.
Look at the camera.
Ara.
The camera
O.
here.
N. D. O. S.
The producer tells me that wait, I'm waiting for the green light. Yes, she's right. She's right. And that is 18, 19, 20, 22.5. And this is interchange. Interchange.
Interchange.
Okay.
Interchange.
Okay.
They're the same word.
What's wrong?
Okay, we go.
G. I. N.
Okay.
T. E. R. C.
This guy is taking so long.
H. A. N. D. E.
All right. The producer says it is the right
No.
word, and that means Rogers has 25.
No.
Why? What's wrong with you?
The game is still on.
Yeah.
Bro,
we're
hold
asking
on.
ourselves.
Bro, hold on.
25.
We are still asking ourselves questions.
22.5. And now those are the official results. Switching to the club news this week, very disappointing news that I will start with, because guys, we were very close. I'll tell you, we were very close, and we just had 90 minutes. I should say life-changing 90 minutes for these lads. But very unfortunate that the under-20 Uganda Hippos side did not qualify for the World Cup, because these guys just had to win against Nigeria, and that was in the AFCON under-20 in Egypt. But they lost to Nigeria. That was in the quarterfinals. That game ending 1-0, and that game was at the Suez Stadium. That is in Egypt. But it all is not lost for these guys, but because they still have the under-23 qualifiers, maybe in the future. Most of these guys you will see on the Uganda Cranes senior team. So we'll not say that all is lost for them, but I mean, we wanted this chance. I would say it was 90 minutes that could have changed the lives of these guys, and that's how they missed out on the World Cup under-20 that will be in Indonesia later this year. But we thank everybody that participated. That is for the Uganda Hippos side that was coached by the legend of KCCFC, that is Jackson Mayanja, and the 4 KCCFC players that were part of that team: Ibrahim Juma on loan at CD Leganés in Spain, a player in Haruna Lukwago, another player in Saidi Mayanja, who also represented KCCFC, and Dembe John Paul, the forward that scored in that opener against the Central African Republic. So we want to thank the Uganda Cranes players for that spirited display. Sorry, the Uganda Hippos boys, and we only hope that they can learn from this kind of experience and they can bounce back bigger and better next time. Still about the club news, it was confirmed this week after the Uganda Cup draws, that is the round of 16 draws of the Stanbic Uganda Cup, the 49th edition, that KCCFC will be playing Mbarara City at the MTN Omondi Stadium. This game will be on the 17th of March, which will be a Friday. That is about 2 weeks from now, roughly about 2 weeks, or even about 12 days from now. So there you have it, Uganda KCCFC hosting Mbarara City FC at the MTN Omondi Stadium in the round of 16 of the Uganda Cup. Some of the other draws that were part of this one: Bull FC will be playing AC Villa, Wakiso Giants playing Vipers, Solitilo Bright Stars playing Chinda Boys, Express playing Paida Black Angels, Oduparaka playing Bull OSC Villa, and then Calvary Chitara, Adjumani Bunyaruguru, Police Ndeje, and those are the other teams that will be taking part in the round of 16. You get to think that if we can get away Mbarara City and then maybe get into the quarterfinals, maybe we have a chance. Not forgetting that KCCFC is still on top of the StarTimes Uganda Premier League on 35 points from 16 games. Yes, the elephant is still on the tree, just like most of you like saying it. KCCFC's Omolebe Kwaso's side is still top of the table, and there is that about 5-point gap between KCCFC and the second place team. And that's all about the club news this week. Just to wind it up, not forgetting that KCCFC still has all the merchandise in place. You can get yourself polo t-shirts just like the one I'm in. You can get yourself KCCFC jerseys at 50,000 Uganda shillings. That is the Visit Kampala jersey, or the jersey that has Chint Electric. Remember, that is our principal shirt sponsor. You can get yourself the jumpers or hoodies. You can get yourself capes, cups, name it, everything that is branded KCCFC. So guys, just head down to the MTN Omondi Stadium or go to the website and click on that link of buying merchandise and be able to get yourself your merchandise, and also the membership card. Remember, I told you there are 4 categories. There is one that is annual, 20,000 Uganda shillings. The one for 5 years, 80,000 Uganda shillings. The one for 10 years, 150,000 Uganda shillings. And lifetime membership, which is 1 million Uganda shillings. Well, that's a wrap. Season 4, episode 15 ends here. And we want to thank Ultimate Fitness Kampala for hosting us. These guys are located in industrial area. And this is the same place where the KCCFC team does their gym work from. So we want to thank them for hosting us for this particular episode. And who knows, we may be back here next week, maybe same place, but it will be same time, 9:30 p.m. to 10:15 on NBS Sport. That is the KCCFC TV show. My name is Magero Moses Mwanje. Have a good night.